Hello, welcome to another episode of The Top Table. Thank you once again for tuning back in. Is that my new catchphrase? Thank you once again for tuning back in. I like it.
We're back.
Joined by Kevin Kinney and Zachary Everest to my left. You know what this is about. It is about a community-driven show where you choose the topics, whether it's via questions submitted or if it's just the hot topic of the week, or if it's just something that needs to be talked about. So let's go ahead and get right on in here.
Diving in.
I'd like to shout out Collector's Cash. We couldn't supply the team with cards without them. So thank you. Make sure you go check them out and get some cards from them. They have some really cool stuff. But here we go. First question. London Stream did not allow sponsors' logos. Does this hurt the game of Pokemon? So yeah, I guess there was not a single logo on the stream for London, and this was an official. This is an official Pokemon stream, so that hurts. These are the biggest streams.
The biggest streams,
and they're not allowing sponsors.
It's super hard as a sponsor. Like, we are sponsored. Our players go there and they can't represent us on stream. Like that, as a sponsor, that makes us not want to do it.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, but Pokemon is also a business, so they look at it from their standpoint, and they don't want to give anything away for free, so that's like giving away free advertisement for something like us. Now, although we do sponsor these players that come and play at their events, it's still up to their discretion,
Yeah.
So
it's
unfortunate, but it does hurt sponsors.
Well, it doesn't
actually
hurt,
sponsoring
it
players.
hurts the players.
Well, from now on, all Soccer Scoop entries that enter into a tournament are going to be required to get Soccer Scoop knuckles handed tattooed.
Soccer Scoop, mine will go on next week.
But it doesn't hurt Pokemon. It doesn't hurt the sponsors. It hurts the players because the player, sponsors they don't care. You're gonna stop caring, and then you're not gonna get your trips to where you need to go. You're not gonna get your free cards because no one can watch it on stream.
The good players that actually, although they may not be able to pay for it, they do get sponsorships to be able to travel to these events. May lose something like this because of it.
So we can look at this two ways. One, the best players, like Kevin said, are losing sponsorship. They're losing hotel. They're losing airfare. They're losing free cards. And does Pokemon want to promote those players who've been playing the game for 5, 10, 15 years? Do they want to promote them and let them go out and get sponsors? Or do they want those players to just fall out and eventually new players come up? And it's just a recurring cycle of new players always coming in. I feel like...
I think Pokemon doesn't care. Yeah. They don't want to give anything, like Kevin said, they don't want to give anything away for free.
No, they do care. They wouldn't allow...
They do care.
They would allow
They don't care about the players. They don't care who's playing.
They don't care who's playing.
Yeah, they don't care who's playing. As long as people are playing the game. But then again, they can't give free advertisement.
Yeah.
They're
not going to give free advertisement. Like, other companies do it. Any sports team has if you watch esports,
because it mutually benefits them.
No, it doesn't. If you watched MMA before, where they had their trunks just covered in sponsors, those are only their sponsor. It has nothing to do with them, and they would let them do it. But Pokemon's just saying no. They're saying,
and it's
we're not going to have NASCAR jackets.
And I think what Zach is trying to say is, Pokemon's not at the level where they should be regulating sponsors on player shirts. Yeah. Pokemon is not some fortune. I guess they are a huge company, but
huge.
They're not
big in social media. They're not big in Twitch and streaming.
Yeah,
they're not big
they're not big enough. The card game's not big enough for a player to solely just be like, I don't need sponsors to do this for a living. I don't need that. And just move on.
I guess it comes down to brand recognition, and Pokemon doesn't want to be associated with anything that's not Pokemon. Yeah. With anything, period. With anything.
They don't, other than Pokemon.
Yeah.
Maybe what we as sponsors need to do is reach out to Pokemon and see how can we team up with you. Yeah, how can we become approved for our logos to be on stream and to be shared with the world and to be a part of Pokemon. Maybe as sponsors, it's on us. Yeah, maybe it's our responsibility to figure that out.
What do we do if we get declined. You know, like
Yeah,
what's
like,
the route we
the-
go? Obviously, it's
there's no-
hypothetical, but it puts us in an awkward position to where maybe we don't want to sponsor, or maybe other people don't want to do sponsorships because of something like this.
It's hard to grow.
So
maybe Pokemon doesn't want to be considered a professional card game,
Yeah.
like some of the other games.
right.
I'm gonna file that one. You guys have anything else to say on that matter?
We just gotta hope for the best, and maybe stuff like this will
I think
turn
it's
around.
so dumb. I don't know. I feel like why hinder your players that they're there to play the game. They're there because they love your game, and you're making it harder for them. And
Right.
that's ridiculous in my opinion.
Let us know what you guys think down below in the comment section, and we'll get back to you down there, and we'll chat it up and see how you guys feel about it. We'll talk back and forth.
Oh yeah.
Agreed.
Let's go ahead and dip on into the next
Diving in.
question.
All right, hot boy over here.
Ooh, he's a hot boy.
All right. How do you feel about the current Pokemon Go event, Global Catch Challenge?
Woo.
Chum, you have been
Chum's
on a
killing it.
grind.
My
for
fingers are hot,
Pokemon
boy.
Go. Oh yeah,
Pokemon-
I've stalled out. I'm still level 33. What level are you now?
Well, I have 1,000,005 XP to go. So before I hit 40, so I'll probably hit 40 tomorrow.
So that is level 39, almost level 40, dude.
I'll probably do,
That's ridiculous.
1,000,000.5 XP tomorrow.
I'm
Maybe.
grind on the
I'll probably
Thanksgiving
do
Day grind.
On Thanksgiving Day, might I add. Tomorrow's
Is
Thanksgiving.
that gonna be something? yeah. So technically, while we're filming this, but is this a
By the time
Thanks.
you guys by the time you guys see this, I'll for surely
yeah,
be level 40.
definitely gonna be level 40.
No, well, the thing is, like, you guys know how it is. I've been making jokes, and, like, about 2 weeks ago, I was at some park, and this guy had, like, he had, like, 1.5 million XP left to go, and I was still level 38. I was barely in the level 38, and I ran up, I'd catch this 100% Blissey. I caught him, and we started talking. One of my other friends was there, and he's like, I plan on being level 40 by Thanksgiving, and I go, let me see, and I looked, and he had, like, 1.5 million left to go. I go, I'm definitely going to be 40 by Thanksgiving. You're
Nice.
slacking. And I still had like 8 million left.
Oh my god!
I didn't think
You
I
got
was
8
going
million
to.
left?
So I kept telling all my friends that I'm gonna get level 40 by Thanksgiving, and you know how I do it when I set my mind to something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're definitely doing
pretty
it.
hard.
So what about this event? How's this helping you?
Well, obviously the double XP's nuts. I mean,
Right.
So with a lucky egg, you can do 5
4.
raids and you can get 100,000 XP. Now with the lucky egg times the times 2 event, you get 200,000 XP per 5 raids.
So that stuff
And,
is stacking.
we can do about 50 raids a day, sometimes more, sometimes less,
Right,
depending on
right.
the spawns and how close they are together. But yeah, it's stacking. So I think today I did about 35 raids, and I'm gonna go out.
That's a wild amount of XP.
Yeah, it's a wild amount of XP. I did over 1 million XP today because I was catching Pokemon and everything.
Right.
And,
Hey, double XP, man. That's nuts.
the Double Stardust event will come soon. Well, I started my alternate account and I got to level 30 in 13 days. And then I'm just slowly moving.
I know. He's about to pass me
I
up
got that.
again.
I started when the game started. I'm at 27.
Oh, so I always set a new goal in Pokemon. I told my girl my next goal is to get Zach to level 30.
Oh yeah.
That way he can big game hunt with us. No, he's gonna big
You gotta
game
come
hunt
out
with us.
Maybe.
We gotta convince him to
We're
go
gonna
out.
big game hunt with us. Anyways, the new event's pretty sick. I think it's just the same old same, rewired. The Global Catch Challenge, basically you hit, silver was 500 million catches, and
we have 3 different tiers. We got the bronze tier that we already reached at 500 million Pokemon caught. So all
that
trainers,
took 1 day.
Yeah, right. So we received double XP, and the lure modules last 6 hours. Next, we have the silver tier when we catch 1.5 billion Pokemon. So
We're gonna hit that tonight.
You think we'll hit
We'll
that
hit that
tonight?
tonight,
Okay,
yeah.
so in
You're-
addition to the bronze tier, all the trainers will earn double Stardust on top of the double XP and the lure modules.
Has anybody seen my Stardust?
I was so hyped about the Stardust event, so I think
down
I'm ready
with
to
that.
jump on this.
I'm all about
But
the Stardust.
it's going to be tough
Well,
because I'm preparing for the San Jose regional, so I don't know. It's going to be a little difficult.
So we can go grind the downtown loop. You can catch about 125 Pokemon an hour.
Jeez, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, but next, so the event doesn't end until the 26th.
No, it ends on the 1st, right?
No, the 26th.
26th.
Yeah, so and we
That's
have
the sickest part about the event, though.
the sickest. Oh, is
Go on, tell him.
the gold tier is that we're going to be
Gold
getting
tier.
Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd is going to be available for 48 hours once we hit the gold tier of 3 billion Pokemon. I'm pretty stoked on it.
Are
I've
we
always
gonna- are
liked
we gonna hit it,
Farfetch.
though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
Oh,
sure?
definitely.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
most definitely. Most definitely. If
Sure.
we already hit the first
Say it.
tier, if we already hit the first
We only
tier
have 2
in
days.
1 day,
2 days left in the event.
First
nah,
off,
people.
let me start by saying I don't even think Pokemon's really keeping track. I personally think that this is just a way for them to disguise and get us excited about getting out and catching Pokemon again.
Yeah.
And I think that they have their computer set to release these stats at certain times.
Yep. Hopefully we see some Gen 3 Pokemon.
And I think
with this.
100% for sure, they're going to let Farfetch out.
Yeah.
Whether we hit 3 billion or not, Farfetch is coming out.
Without that'll be great. I'd like to catch the Farfetch. So
I
make
caught
sure
another 100 today.
You guys
did I
are
tell
playing
you?
Pokemon Go. No, you did not. tell
Another
me that.
100 Suicune.
Oh, jeez. This guy. We have legendary master over here.
Yeah, I got 375 Suicune raids in now. 380 Suicune raids.
That's ridiculous.
I think I've got like 40 or 50.
I have 0.
I've put in some work, but
Zero?
not
Zero.
nearly enough. As
Suicune
shown.
rates. 0.
I've got all my legendary
epic
dogs
rates.
though.
I've never
So,
caught.
let's
Once
know-
I hit 40, I'll be able to chill out and live life and hang out with my girlfriend
Yeah.
again.
Well, let us know what you guys think about the Pokemon Go event, where you're at on all the Pokemon that you've caught. We're gonna file this in the round file.
You guys, does it feel a little cold in here?
Just a little bit. Just a little
winter.
bit. That's why. That's why I got this nice Sacker Scoop hoodie on.
Ooh,
The Scoopreme.
I'm chilly.
Supreme. Someone said that in the comments.
Yeah.
Attack or defense? Which style of deck do you play in an unknown format?
So are we talking the new format going into San Jose?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
talking.
New expanded format. There's stuff like Sableye Garb that seems
are we,
really
are we
popular.
playing defensive? Are we
And-
playing
or do you go
energy denial? Or are we playing aggro?
Like
Night
you-
March.
You're playing Night March, you're playing Zoroark, stuff that
stuff
loads
that-
up the bench,
where you just-
and you're just smacking.
Go through your deck as
What do you
fast as
play?
you can.
What do you play?
I say the format before the last sets that came out was just do as much damage as you can and worry about Garb. And I think that's the same format. I don't think these sets changed anything. Oh, the only card that comes out of these sets that I think impacts the game at all is Zoroark. Which
I don't know.
think just
Last
tells you
expanded
the
format
number.
or last expanded regional I was watching, Sableye Garb was top
okay.
8, and it was nuts. Like this guy played, I think it was Ryan Sablehouse who
That's good.
piloted the deck, and it was
think
like
it's more popular,
aggro.
too.
He did. It was they were almost in time, and he almost decked out his opponent in maybe 4 minutes.
Yeah, it's all about the coin flips. If you
Yeah.
hit those coin flips on the Rocket Handiworks,
Yeah.
the game's over. That's ridiculous. 4
I mean-
cards a turn.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty
you
busted.
don't take any I think that's a very popular deck. I think it's getting super hyped.
But with so many different cards, like you have circuitry that's stopping, or it's like the new Aegis Slash. You have things like
I don't know
Buzzwole
about
that maybe potentially could disrupt
I don't
a
think
lot
any
of
of those cards are gonna
Zoroark,
do
a lot of
anything.
Zoroark decks. But you really don't know going
No, you
into it.
don't.
It's an unknown format, so
in my opinion,
you can't
I would go
prepare.
aggro.
You can't prepare for everything. So
No.
what do? Do you play something aggressive or do you play on the defensive?
I think you play what you're comfortable with.
You definitely play what you're comfortable with.
Right,
Um,
Like
I
I'd
mean-
be more comfortable with item lock.
Item lock,
Yeah.
yeah. Too
So
bad
you're
we
playing
don't have-
Noivern?
But yeah, that's
No,
just bad. I couldn't do
Noivern's-
it.
I mean,
Bad.
and
I was going to make a
Seismitoad
video
isn't
this
enough
morning.
anymore.
I just couldn't do it. Seismitoad is not enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
just,
not
I
good
mean,
enough.
if you
Noivern.
run into Gliscopod, you're just kind of
I need
SOL.
my Bioplume Citrus deck back.
It ain't coming back, buddy.
You can have it.
Forest
I
is
know it's
bye-bye.
bad though.
Forest is bye-bye.
I don't have. You can't be evolving those cards in expanded. So,
Yeah, you're playing
bad.
rare candy. You're playing rare candy with Bioplume.
no, we're not
Ooh,
playing.
that
It's
sounds
just bad.
excellent.
yeah, it's bad.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Well,
unfortunate.
I guess that's it for today, huh, guys?
Yeah, I guess that's it. I guess we can just mention that our boy, Mr. Kevin Kinney, part of the team Martine,
Oh, yeah.
and Josh Bengal will,
We got Alex
Zach
Cervantes,
and Alex
Zach
Cervantes,
Kane, and Juan Serrano. All
Juan
of us-
Serrano are all going to be down repping
Sam.
San Jose.
Sam Huff and
Oh yeah,
Pablo
Sam
will
Huff
both
will be there, and then Pablo will also be there. But they're
So
going,
we got the team in full, minus the 2 best players, myself and Zach.
yeah, these two.
we got Pokemon Go stuff to do.
But let me tell you what me and Zach are going to be working on this week. We're going to try to get some stuff together, and we want to take this show live. We want to try this time next week or maybe the week following. We want to try to be live,
Yep.
and we want you, the viewers, to watch it while we're filming it, and we can interact with you. So,
Tune in.
you know, it might take a couple shows to get everything dialed in, so we might, suck the first 1 or 2 times. I'm not gonna suck with like the editing part of it because it's gonna be live and we're gonna be like totally live, bro.
But we intend to interact with all of our viewers, so please check it out. And we're looking forward to it.
Also, we got Sacker Scoop hats. So
yes,
we got the dad hats and the trucker hats.
So if you're in San Jose, hit up this guy.
Yes,
he might have a stack
come
of
find
them,
me.
maybe,
I might have
them
some.
out. You just have to go ask. Don't be afraid.
Just come find me.
Yeah.
Come ask him. He'll give you a hat if he has one.
Maybe.
I'm gonna send him with a few to give out. But if you want to purchase one. For a chwompy chwomp chwomp, a little twin.
Just either DM us on Instagram, hit us up on Facebook, on any social media.
DM Zach, or DM or email us at teamsackerscoop@gmail and $20 shipped out inside the continental states. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Collector Cash.
Thank you.
We'd like to thank everybody who views each and every week, especially those of you who have taken the time to subscribe. Clicked on the bell. If you haven't, make sure you do that. Give us the thumb. But for now,
let's scoop it up.